beautiful creatures, and welcome to the video. I have decided that today's video, to get back into the swing of things, is going to be a get to know me tag video. This will be video number 1 that I will be doing of a get to know me tag. So if you have any questions you want answered, feel free to leave them in the comments below or hit me up on Instagram, and I will link all of that stuff in the description box. So let's get started. So the first question that is asked is, what is your full name? So I don't go by my biological name just because that's a choice that I made, because my biological name sort of represents my past and the person I used to be. My biological name is Tina Marie Curran, and I just don't care for it anymore. Question number 2 is, what does your name mean? So my name originates from Old English, Tyne or Tina, which means river. Who knew? When you do research, amazing things happen. Question 3 is, if you had a chance to change your first name, what would you change it to? So I have a very big connection with the name Luna or Starly, because they both names mean a lot to me. Starly is actually the name that I have been using for the past 2 years and represents the person I am now, where my biological name represents the person I used to be. Question number 4 is, who did you look up to growing up? So I honestly looked up to 2 comic book characters, Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel. Yes, from DC and Marvel. Go figure. They're both strong women. And another question will actually answer a little more in depth of why I chose Captain Marvel and Wonder Woman as the people I look up to. Question 5 is, what are your best characteristics? I'm kind, caring, compassionate, and fun. And honestly, I had to ask someone else to answer this question for me, because I am not good at picking things about myself that I am happy about. Go figure. Again, I kind of had to have help. Question number 6 is, what are the favorite things about yourself? My eyes and personality, but again, I had a bit of assistance, and since I agreed with them, that is what I put. Question 7 is, which of your parents are you closest to? My mom, and I'm also most like my mom, which is question 8. Question 9 is, what is your best physical feature? I put my eyes and smile. Again, talking about myself and deciding what I like most about myself is difficult, so I just put something down that I do kind of like about myself. Question 10 is, what is your biggest accomplishment? Being independent and showing my mom I will be okay when she is gone. That has been one of my mom's biggest fears, is that I will not survive once she passes away. So it's an accomplishment to show her that she has nothing to worry about. Question 11 is, what is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is dying. This will be elaborated in another video about my phobia, so I'm going to leave it at that. Question 12 is, what is your biggest regret? My biggest regret is not standing up for myself sooner, even against my mom. It's not that I wanted issues with my mom, but I was always kind of nervous that standing up for myself would cause those kind of problems, so I never did it. And I kind of regret it, because in the end, she still loves me, and I think that's what I was most worried about? Question 13 is what is your eye color? My eyes are hazel, but they often change depending on the light or what I'm wearing. Question 14 is what inspires you? I'm inspired by a lot. I'm inspired by books, art, music, people. I want to give a shout out to Red and Her Ledger on Instagram because she has truly stood out as an inspiration to me because she posts about her struggles and also posts about how she pushes through them even when she's not feeling 100%, which is something I am inspired to do myself and why I started attempting to vlog again. Question 15 is what is the most important thing in your life? My animals, my family, my fiance, my stepkids. Question 16 is what has required the most courage of you in your life so far? And honestly, it's pushing through on a day-to-day basis and staying alive, not only to be with someone who loves me, but also to hopefully inspire other people that it's going to be okay, you can get through this, and you aren't alone. Question 17 is who is your favorite celebrity? I have several favorite celebrities, but I've picked two, mostly because, again, going back to question number 5, it really all stems from my childhood. The two that I picked were Gal Gadot and Brie Larson because they are the current actresses who play two characters that saved my life. Um, Gal Gadot plays Wonder Woman and Brie Larson plays Captain Marvel. And honestly, if it weren't for either of them, I might not be here answering these questions for you. Question 18 is what is your favorite color? I like purple. Most all shades of purple. Question 19 is what is your favorite fairy tale? Really big Little Red Riding Hood fan because I always imagined Red being the wolf, and it's really funny that I say that because honestly, Once Upon a Time kind of brought my vision to life because Ruby, who is Red Riding Hood in the Enchanted Forest, was the wolf. So it kind of brought a vision to life for me. Question 20. What is your favorite food? I love Chinese food. It's one of my favorite go-to foods if I can get it. And I like sushi. I was introduced properly to sushi by Chris, which if I could get it, I would get it. But I one day want to go to China to have authentic Chinese food because the Chinese food we get here is very Americanized. Question 21 is what is your favorite quote? So this quote is by my own character to one of my fiance's characters that we RP'd out. These characters are also in his book. So this quote is even the darkest parts of us deserve to be loved, and it was said by my character Noelle to Chris's character Taya. And if you want to know more about that, go when it's back up on Amazon, go read Price of Burning. Self-promotion. Woohoo! Question 22. What is your favorite type of clothing? Anything comfortable, and I do really like looking at bohemian style clothing. I think the bohemian style is pretty. You might want to prevent him from eating your plant. Well, it might be poisonous. It might be poisonous. How do you know it's not poisonous to a cat? We'll look it up and make sure. Sorry. Moving on. Question number 3 is, what is your favorite social media channel? I sort of live on Instagram and Facebook. That's really where I am the most. Question 24 is, are you more inclined to build your own empire or unleash the potential of others? Honestly, excuse me. I would love to build an empire which allows others to unleash their potential. Then I'm not just benefiting, it's helping other people benefit as well. Question 25 is, are you more likely to avoid conflict or engage it head on? It depends on the conflict. If it's something that I believe in wholeheartedly and am willing to fight for, I will face it head on. Otherwise, I pretty much stay away from conflict. It's not something that makes me feel comfortable. Question 26 is, are you a dog person or a cat person? Well, I'm both, and I'm sure you'll hear why in a few minutes. 27, who is the person you call when something exciting happens or something horrible happens? My mom and Chris. Question 28, do you prefer that people shoot straight with you or temper their words? Why? Be honest with me, shoot straight, don't sugarcoat things. It can cause assumptions, which can cause more problems, and I'd rather not have to deal with all that. Question 29 is, do you have a garden? Yes, a window garden that my kitten was just trying to eat. Question 30, do you have any allergies? I am allergic to my animals, but the suffering is worth it, and Benadryl is my friend. 31, I kind of already answered that a little bit. I have pets. Do you have pets? Yes, I do. I have 2 rats, a cat, 1 dog that live with me, and I have 2 horses that live at my parents'. Question 32, do you have a best friend? If so, then who? Her name is Emma. We met on the internet, Facebook to be exact, and we became close thanks to the TV show Once Upon a Time. Question 33 is, who was your first celebrity crush? If you really want to say celebrity crush, it was Taylor Lautner, but my first true hardcore celebrity crush was Colin O'Donoghue. It was the Irish accent. I'm sorry, I'm a sucker. 34, who would you tell first if you found a dead body in your garden? Well, I would tell Chris, but it would most likely be he put the body there in the first place, so he probably already knew about it and just didn't tell me. Question 35 is, what is your star sign? I am a Pisces, and I fit Pisces to T, pretty much. Question 36 is, what is at the top of your bucket list? What is at the very top of my bucket list is meeting Gal Gadot. I could die a happy person right there. And I'm afraid of dying, so that is telling you something. And then it goes meeting Brie Larson and Lana Parrilla. So, I hope one day I get to meet all 3 of them. And don't mind the sounds in the background of people dying. The boyfriend or fiance is killing things on Origins. I wanted to say, I just didn't want them to think people were dying. You never know, some people are weird. What is the name of your first pet? Question 37. Her name is Kit, and I say it was Kit, or I say my first pet is Kit because for the simple fact is Kit was the animal that I got to take care of and raise from a puppy to her 7-year-old fluffy self. And so she was the first animal that I got to raise all by myself. And I'm very proud of her. Question 38 is how far away from your birthplace do you live now? And I live about 12 to 14 hours away from my birthplace. Question 39 is how many tattoos do you have? I have 4, and hopefully we'll be getting more after I get some of them fixed. 41. Question 41 is have you forgiven yourself for past personal failures? Why or why not? No, it's mostly because I have low self-esteem and it's very hard for me to forgive myself in general. So it's something I struggle with because when I feel like I have failed at something, I always feel like I could do better. 42. What is a strange occurrence you've experienced but have never or rarely shared with anyone? When I still lived at home, I saw a UFO at my parents' house, and I also had a paranormal experience with a. Will you say it? Will you say my paranormal experience, please?
Bloody
Thank you. Yeah, that, which I refuse to say. So, 43. What is the last compliment you got? That I'm beautiful? Sometimes I kind of have a hard time believing that. Question 44 is what is something you are gifted at? Writing and art. Question 45 is what is the first thing you do when you open your eyes in the morning? I cuddle my kitten before getting up to take his sister out for her morning potty break, and then I come back and feed his demanding little butt. 46. What kind of books do you like to read? Anything adventure, fantasy, sci-fi. So yeah, anything that catches my attention, really. 47. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? Japanese, Chinese, Icelandic, Norwegian, Welsh, Irish, Gaelic, Native American. 48. What is hard about being a parent? Well, for me, I was dumped in the deep end and had a crash course on Parenting 101, so everything. 49. Is there any item you collect? I love collecting crystals. They make me feel happy and they make me feel good. And last but not least, if you have a nickname, what is it? It depends on the person you ask. Some people call me Fox, some people call me Foxy, other people call me Starlight. One person calls me Starfruit. So I have a few. And that is the last question. And I will be doing another video to answer more questions that might come up in from Instagram and the comments. Please feel free to leave, like I said in the beginning, leave questions that you would like answered in the comments. And thank you for watching this video. It's a little longer than I had hoped, but I did cut everything down from 300 questions to 50. Excuse me. So, if there's anything else you would like to know about me, feel free to ask. I don't bite hard. But like and subscribe, hit the little bell if you want to be notified when I post other videos related to self-help, self-harm awareness, mental health awareness, service dogs, and any of my pagan vlogs. And I will see you in the next video.